All right. Detective Talk of the Day, February 21st, 2023. Boys, it's foggy here. I've got something that's come up here with my microwave. I gotta go buy me a new microwave. Anyway, I see the views on that showing that DS2 coal configured with external power going to the coal. That's good. Maybe some people, some of these hardcore beach hunters, you could have you two coals. You could put one in a backpack and one call, you can configure you one call like I've set that call up, and if you weren't going out in the drink, you could pound the sand, boys. If you decided you wanted to venture out into the drink, you could put your unconfigured call on and get out there in the water and tire up Jack. Yeah, that day is too. You better watch that machine. There could, I can't really say nothing, but things could get exciting, okay? I left a few of the forums, for all practical purposes. Well, one of them I definitely left. I did post on one of the others with some data because there was a conversation going on and there was some public data out there that I think people were unaware of. But I did sort of leave two forums for all practical purposes, and some of those people over there, like they try to make fun of me. My testing procedures and what I'm trying to convey and all that good stuff. Well, let me clue you boys in on something. The owner of XP has contacted me. Imagine that. I've talked to him. Communicated with him. Why would that man do that if I was a jerkwad when it came to using metal detectors and testing metal detectors? Y'all give that some thought. Because that man ain't no fool, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me, okay? His company has set a lot of industry standards in this metal detecting business worldwide. And I'm not going to go through the list, okay? You just give that some thought. And I'm not blowing my own horn here. I'm just letting y'all know. That's the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Now, I see some people that goes around, and they seem to be like they're, I don't know, maybe they're YouTube critics or whatever, they go to people's channels. Sometimes it happens on my channel. I don't mind somebody disagreeing or with me as long as, just don't tell me because I said so. You show some video, get some evidence. If you want to try to debunk something I'm showing, and you should do that with what somebody else is trying to show too. It's sort of like going to the movies. You do have movie critics out there, okay? Well, how would you feel if you spent $25 to go see a movie, and either before the movie was showed or right after the movie, some person stood up there in front of the stage or whatever and said, oh, well, this movie sucks. This movie ain't worth a hoot. This movie's full of lies or whatever. How would you like that? Well, that's sort of what's going on with this YouTube. By certain people, if you distrust a YouTuber, oh, there's some out there I distrust, boys. I don't watch their channels. After I determined that, I said, it's over. Be just like a radio station. There's certain TV stations I won't watch. You know why? Because I don't trust them. So if you don't trust a YouTuber, if you think all they're doing is telling lies, if you think they're just shilling for a company, if you think they're just saying stuff to maybe draw subscribers, why are you there? Does that make any sense? If somebody's posting on a metal detecting forum, they start a thread, and you constantly are going in behind this person, constantly berating them with, well, you don't know what you're talking about, this, that, or the other. Well, why would you want to keep going into that person's thread? You've already discounted them. They're a BSer. But there's people that do that. Now, you know, not everybody's stupid in this country, okay? You know, there are people out there that can draw their own conclusions. I sort of get the idea sometimes. You got people out there, well, I'm going to go save the world. I'll even use this Calabash Digger. He's a friend of mine. Oh, I got to save the world from Calabash Digger. I got to save this forum from Calabash Digger. Or save them from the old sharpshooter. Well, what are you saying? You're the only one that's figured it out and everybody else is stupid? I mean, if sharpshooter is a BSer, so you're the only one can figure it out, huh? Nobody else can. That's what you're saying, right? Well, see, I don't believe, that's not how I think. So yeah, there are some BSers out there. I'm not a BSer, folks. Do I make mistakes? Well, sure I do. I don't edit a lot of my videos. I said as much in a comment, and I do encourage people to read the comments in my videos. Now, I'm not going to say don't read other people's comments in my videos. Sure, if you want to. I encourage you to read my comments in my videos because I put supplementary data in there. I may have made an error in the video with a word or some terminology, and I may clarify, okay? I'm not going to redo the video because of a one-word mistake. I don't redo many videos. Very, very few. I don't believe I've ever redone but one or two in my since I've been doing this for about 3 years. No need to. Now, if it's something significant, I don't want to go out here and disparage a manufacturer. If it's an outright, if I've made a huge error and I'm painting a metal company's product in a bad light because of a significant error, yes, I'll probably take that video down, okay? And I will probably comment in the new video on what I did. So it's all on the up and up for me, okay? I can't speak for the rest of the world. But I do try to help people, and I do try to show data, and it does take time. I don't charge a penny. And I'm not the smartest person in the world, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you that right now. I learned that way back yonder when I was about 7 years old, okay? It didn't take me long to figure that out. Oh, I guess we all want to be, maybe. Maybe that's, we all want to be, don't we? I'm not the richest person in the world either. I didn't figure that out when I was 7, though. That took a little longer. See, there's some humor here. You ought to be laughing a little bit, or at least giggling, Well, anyway, that's the detector talk of the day, I hope you enjoy my videos. I'm trying. They're not fancy, boys. No fancy music. They're not ideal settings. You're not going to see me at some clean desk with a bunch of stuff behind me, mementos, boxes with pictures of detectors on them. You're not going to see that. I do use detectors for props. Usually I'll use the detector that I'm going to talk about, but sometimes it's general in nature, and I just may have a detector, and I may mention it or I may not. But it's a detector that I have. So I try to keep things, sort of logical. But there is some things with metal detectors that, when you operate them, it's sort of illogical. It's not what we think. Because this multi-frequency, and, speaking of which, this multi-frequency, we got to sort of be careful now. I've seen, talking to Calabash Digger this morning, we got to be careful now. We used to talk with multi-frequency, we used to talk low frequency for high conductors, high frequency for low conductors. Well, that still applies, except this multi-frequency has changed this somewhat. Let me give you an example. That Manicoer made by Minelab. If you buy one of those machines and you go out to a site and you put that thing in all-terrain low conductors, if you think you're not going to dig some deep high conductors, you better brace yourself, okay? Brace yourself. Brace for impact, okay? Because that's the deal with that machine. And you can dig some deeper low conductors and high mineral ground into DS2 and deep high conductors. It won't be the modes on that machine running lower frequencies. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video.